Hello everyone, I am the Aries and I'm coming to you with a second video for today. Let's do an energy check, I suppose. So as I was mentioning in the earlier video, I was feeling kind of bummed out. Plans just did not really work out how I thought they would. And so, I don't know, my whole campaign against the CCP, which is a worthy battle because the CCP is really going to be a problem. If not today, then tomorrow. They will be as big as a problem as the neo-Nazis were. Well, as the Nazis were and as the neo-Nazis are today. However, I suppose I can understand the sentiment of why I'm not getting help. Really only put the effort out into the Asian world, but I understand why now because let's just be honest. The CCP are a bunch of jackbooted thugs, and their reach is long. You saw what happened to Kim Jong-un's half-brother. And I get the feeling that's the same kind of treatment China might dish out for people that don't have the party's best interest at heart. That said, the devil energy is strong in the CCP, just like it's strong with Putin, just like it's strong with some of these Trump supporters. Speaking of which, I think I'm just going to be more aggressive in some of my stances when it comes to domestic policies. Maybe I need to trim my ambitions a little bit anyway. I'll still do what I can on the world stage, but I'm just going to go it along using my gifts, my abilities, and my angel squad. If anyone wants to join in any efforts I'm doing, you're more than welcome to. But I don't want to put anyone in harm's way over things that I want to do, over things that I'm doing. And I just can't help to shake the feeling that I'm waiting for something, but what though? I mean, I understand how these energies play out. You get these potential energies, you need to do something with them. And true, you sometimes have to sit out on the sidelines sometimes, but I don't know. I want to make things happen. Queen of Wands split deck. Knight of Swords split deck. Sick and tired of waiting around for what? For the world to get worse? Let's see. Current energies. Well, it looks like I might be cheered up a little bit more. Sun card, everyone. Have I not told you I'm the sun on the earth? Justice. Have I not told you that this is what I'm about? Trying to do some justice in this world? Of course, I need some collaboration. So where's that Three of Cups at? Not taking it. Shit. It flipped over. I suppose I have to take these. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Fool. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Death card. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Clearly there's worry, but it's only worry if we allow it to worry us. Only harsh words when we allow them to affect us. I'm not allowing any kind of words from people to affect me because I've got things to do. Now, as to what I want to do, that's a question, because I'm juggling with options here, trying to be fair, but stuck at the moment. Brand new adventure. I don't have all the facts, but it doesn't matter, because when you got to do something, you have to do something. Death, transforming. And I like to think that I'm transforming in order to do this. I mean, it takes a lot. And the Four of Cups, holding back, not looking at a cup being offered. Probably denotes I guess it actually kind of goes along with just being stuck, because I'm trying to figure out what cup I want. What cup to give, what cup to receive, if there are cups to receive. I'm going to leave these two cards right here because that's what I'm about. Oh, I can't see that. Oh, I guess I can't do that. So yeah, I was down and out earlier, but like I was saying, you don't want to wallow on these energies too long. You know, I griped about it. I sent an email to someone. Well, I didn't send an email, but I posted a message to someone about it. You know, and that's what it takes sometimes to just transmute the energy. Just talking. I do wonder about what I'm going to do with the CCP though, because it might be too late for me to just stop doing what I was doing, because as I was mentioning, I think I mentioned this in another video. I don't know if it uploaded or not, but I had a dream a few weeks back, and I woke up in the dream, and there was someone in the bathroom spying on me. Now, or I should say remote viewing, because it looked like he has some kind of gear on him. Yeah. Chinese guy. Well, I'm assuming Chinese guy, because that's what I've been thinking about, what I've been doing lately. Now, so I discover him spying or whatever, get into it, starting to rough him up. Then I just wake up and I scream the name. Well, I don't scream it, but I yell the name, Bojang, Bojang. Now, bear in mind, I don't speak Mandarin. I don't speak any language other than a smattering of French and a couple words in Spanish, but certainly not an Asian language. So I googled the word a few days later, and the definition was a department head, parentheses in the government. So a governmental department head. Now, as many of you as you know, this world has done remote viewing experiments before. I know Russia did it. I know America did it. And while I haven't heard anything specific towards China about it, I'm sure they would do it as well. And so I had to take it like clear. And you all know that everything happens in the 5D before it happens here. So wouldn't it make sense that people are keeping tabs on people? because they know to keep tabs on people. After all, as Capricorn once explained to me, time spirals. It does something or something other. She explained it a lot better than me, but it's an illusion, and it spirals, and it meets up at certain specific points. And as we all know, numbers are important in the world we live in. Although I can't say exactly how they are, but I just know that they are. Hopefully, because I think a lot of knowledge has been lost. We did go through dark ages and everything, so hopefully we'll get that knowledge back. How do the numbers work? Why do they work? Why does astrology work with the human body or with the soul? How? You know, and that's my hope, to figure out, well, to get that information into the public's database one day soon, because the world is changing, and we have to make sure the right, correct information is there so that it's available for when people awaken and whatever. Although that makes me wonder, is there something we can do to cause a global awakening in people? You know, I know people can reject it or not, but is there a way to awaken people? I will definitely meditate on that one, because it was watching the video that had me open that spiritual doorway for myself. And you have to be willing to open it. You have to be willing to sit here and say, maybe everything that I've learned isn't true. You have to be willing to entertain that possibility. Let's see, what can we get? Some more cards, please. We had the Queen of Coins to pop out. Oh, well, I'm reading these upside down. Let's see. We also have the Five of Swords. Battles that aren't worth it. Maybe I need to change a battle. Maybe I do need to fight another battle. You know, and it's not to say that I'm going to give up, because I tell you now, the CCP will be a threat to the world. But there's no point in fighting the CCP when everything else in this world is going on. You know, I don't want to sit here and side with some people who are also against the CCP. You know, because it's like I was telling someone I was emailing. She didn't want to be used, and she said that no matter what side she chose, she felt like she was being used. And I understand that sentiment. You know, it's kind of like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but they're not really your friend. But that Queen of Pentacles, she wants to help out. We have the King of Swords. Cutting out the bullshit. Cutting out things that get in the way. Cutting out everything that gets in the way of the mission. And of course, my mission is, well, multifold. I'm supposed to bring in, well, I'm supposed to bring awareness of the ancient magic, strengthen the ancient magic in this world. I am supposed to bring people into the spiritual world, people who have been outcast, marginalized and ostracized by religions, other people, and other institutions, and society in general. Which reminds me, if I'm taking a break off from the whole CCP thing, and just mainly working that in the 5D, I do need a new project to start, and clearly that's going to have to be my reach out to the LGBT community, because the universe does not like what's been going on. It doesn't like how people treat other people because of race. It doesn't like how rich people treat poor people, and it doesn't like how quote unquote straight people treat LGBT types. Because all it is, everyone has a unique blend of masculine and feminine energies, whether it's in the spirit or even in the body, which is, and the body is matter, but matter is a form of energy. It can only be broken down at higher realms or higher levels of existence, but it's matter is an energy as well. So yes, so there's no point in dogging people for their orientation, because it's just a balance of their energies. And again, if any religion told you to treat people wrong who aren't like you, that religion is wrong. Or it's been changed, or the people who are practicing it are the worst kind of people. However it is in this case, I'm telling you all now, the LGBT, we have, and we don't want to tolerate anyone because we want to accept everyone. There's a difference between being tolerated and being accepted. Of course, that's not to say you excuse bullshit that people do because of their orientation, but it just says that you don't mistreat someone because of their orientation. You don't mistreat someone because of their race. You don't mistreat someone because of their gender. And personally, I find that too many religions do this. They ostracize people. Now, I'm not battling any religion, but I will stand up for the truth. That's why I don't let Christians sit here and talk to me about Jesus. I will not listen to one single Christian tell me anything about Jesus, because they don't get Jesus. They don't understand Jesus, because they're trying to find Jesus in a book when you need to look in your hearts and see how you act towards people and treat people. You want to find Jesus? That's what you do to find him. Treat people good. Treat people like he would treat people. Now, I've been putting this off for the longest time, but because it's just going to be a difficult fight, I think. You all see how people treat them. But you got to do what you got to do. And I came here to try to help people, so I don't care how hard it is. I don't even care if I'm the only one who's going to do it. I'm going to sit there and fight people. We had the Seven of Swords that drop out, as well as the High Priestess. I think in regards to this, that Seven of Swords is how we treat people, how we don't think about people when we need to. Because it's shady. It's shady for humanity to treat others in the way we do. It's deceitful to ourselves. It's deceitful to our mission. The High Priestess gives us that knowledge. We know this stuff. We have the Six of Pentacles because we want to be fair to everyone. We have the Two of Pentacles again. Yes, it's a juggling act. You know, you got to balance everything out, but it's possible and it's doable. And we have the Six of Swords, moving on. Onward and forward. Oh, so these fell out again. We got the Knight of Coins. That's Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving knight in the deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Seven of Cups. Options. That should pay off, assuming we get off our asses and do things. And I was just mentioning that I've been putting this off for way too long. Just because something is difficult doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Just means you have to be smart about it. You have to be wise about it. And practical. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like You've got these abilities, you've got these gifts, you've got this mandate from heaven itself, and you're going around trying to help people, but for whatever reason, it's not getting done. I don't know if it's because, well, there's always going to be some jealousies in here, and I say this because I was told this, so, and sometimes people don't want to work with you because either they want the glory for themselves or they don't want you to have any kind of glory or any kind of recognition. Who knows? It's all kind of pointless to me because at the end of the day, we're all supposed to be fighting for the same thing. Oh, well, look what flew out. Temperance. And I have to tell you, Temperance is the patience card, and personally, I find patience a struggle sometimes. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. An Aries struggling with patience? No way. You guys are the most temperate sign in the zodiac. And that is true. We are. But, well, no, we're not. I mean, let's just be honest. We're not. But one can be patient if one puts their mind to it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I think we drew this before in another deck. We have the Empress. We have the Five of Cups. I think we had that as well. And these also flew out. The Page of Wands. The Two of Wands. And the Three of Wands. 1, 2, 3, go. I think that's a message in and of itself. And these are the last ones I'm going to pull out. We have the Nine of Swords. Worry. I think we had the Ten of Swords a while ago. So there's worry there. But there's a new beginning as well. The Ace of Wands. I'm going to get just one more to clarify this. The World. Now, some Oracle cards. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. Oracle deck. And I suggest, and if none of you have Oracle decks, I suggest you get them because the tarot is one thing, but Oracle decks, I mean, you think about it. These are the Oracle decks are made by people who are inspired by the divine, by source, to put their words on these cards. And so I think it's more of a help sometimes than just the traditional tarot. Let's see. We have Guardian Angel. You are not alone. And I like that feather token right there because the angels are all around us, all over the place. And right now the angelic host is upon this earth in numbers you have not seen in some millennia. We have Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And finally we have Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Well, I'm out after graceful. Let's see though. What do we have here now? Tell you what though, I'm just itching to use some magic, but I don't really have a current project. In regards to weather magic, what I used to do is look at weather reports, see where there's a fire, where there's a tornado, where there's a hurricane, something like that, and I would act on it. But I've not seen anything that I want to sit there and use my energies to help out right now. I'll keep looking though, because we need to bring more magic in this world. The kind of magic that affects this world in a tangible way. Let's see, we have Leap of Faith. Archangel Metatron, don't call him Megatron. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. The Ace of Ariel, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or a promotion. And the Six of Michael, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. Well, I would love to travel. You know, I'd had half hope that the whole reaching the whole Asia thing and everything like that would find me in Asia one day, because I just want to travel this world. We have King of Michael. Principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation calls for honest and open communication. Well, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Communication is always key. With the right communication, all problems can be solved. With no communication, nothing ever gets done. And so that's why I've made an effort to go out and resolve any kind of problem with anyone I have, because I understand we're supposed to be working together. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't started any trouble, but if I have, I'd like to make amends, because I'd like to get things started. And we have the world at our feet. We have abundance there for us. It's enough abundance for all of the family in all of the world. And again, I illustrate that point because look at how many ways we can destroy this world, but look at how many ways we can't cure disease, or feed people, or clothe people, or house people. And I'm speaking specifically of North Korea right now, because it makes no sense how you can keep your people in the most abject poverty, where you're living high in the hog, where you're eating steak and shrimp, and they're eating and they're eating grass. And I've heard reports. Now, I understand some people lie and propaganda is this and that and other, but I don't think that North Korea is a country that's well off. I don't think that the average North Korean citizen is doing well in this life. And I believe that the main problem is the leadership, and also the CCP, who has a hand in what's going on in North Korea. And that's why I think we need this global spiritual family to do things to help the world. You know, our family doesn't just consist of people who are right down the road from us. It consists of people who are clearly across the globe. I can't talk right today. People who are across the globe, in other countries, other continents, speaking other languages, but they are still family nonetheless. And then we can get past our differences. We can figure out ways to speak to one another, but we do need to speak to one another. We need to work with one another. There are times I'm thinking I'm the only one who sits there and sees this, but I can't be. But where is everyone else at? Yes, I'm looking for people. I'm trying to find people. I go all over the chats. I go all over these chats, but finding people who are on the same page hasn't worked out too well for me. Maybe it's just a case that I need to make my own tribe. So I'm looking for people, movers and shakers in this world, people who want to do things, people who don't just want to sit there and just give some stupid love reading, but who want to sit there and manifest change, manifest justice. That's what I'm about, justice. I wasn't given these gifts. I wasn't given my awareness of self for me to just sit on the sidelines. And I don't think most light workers were either. Let's see what fell out. We have the Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. How about being watched over by someone who can do details? How about that? Because, you know, I'm in Aries, and where's a Capricorn when you need one? The Five of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let me finish reading. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, I see. Well, there you go. I'm getting too negative. Too into feels of being left out in the crowd, I guess. The Ace of Gabriel. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. The Five of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. That's that whole glasses half full and not half empty mentality. Queen of Michael. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. Benefit of experience. A time for your career rather than relationships. Yes, well, I get it, universe. Put love on the back burner. Get the mission done. Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Again, we have communications. I think that's a theme in the whole collective because we are not communicating. We are not on the same page. We aren't collaborating like we can now. I know some of us are. I was just on a collaboration. Well, I was just in a chat the other day, and it was a collaborative effort. A masculine and feminine energy working together towards a common goal, helping people. And I think we need to emulate that into 3D more. And finally, the Queen of Ariel. Mature, practical, generous, happy.